Hey everyone, welcome back. I've got a M14 intro pack here. This is Fire Surge. Basically red deck's got a little blue in there, it looks like. There's some cool cards in here. It's a lot of direct damage. It's a lot of fast spells. This is probably one of the ones from what I've seen that I'd recommend for beginners. The direct damage is kind of hard to beat, when you're playing in a small group. Either that for Friday Night Magic or something. I like how the inserts here are colored. These sell for about 15 bucks a pop, and there's a little description on the back here. Send forth a blistering army of speedy creatures to hit your opponents like a flaming wave of rage. As they try to regain their footing, take advantage of your instant sorceries and blast them to smithereens. I hope that's coming out right with focus. This is a new wide-angle lens, and I'm not certain how well it handles that autofocus now. But, cool packaging for 15 bucks. You can get them a little cheaper on Amazon or eBay. You go to your LGS and support those guys. Spend a few bucks there, This comes with 2 booster packs, a how-to-play guide, and then a guide specific to intro packs, which I'm just going to open up very quickly and take a look at. This is Actually, this might be nope, it's not. So we're going to look quickly at the Fire Surge deck here. And actually, we're only really concerned at this point with looking at the, stuff in here that we could probably throw into the deck. So one of the best things about the red-blue color combination is versatility and adding more magic cards to your collection. Will let you take this deck to the direction you like best. If you enjoy burning your opponent, blah, blah, blah. Annihilating Fire. Explosive Impact from RTR, Cyclonic Rift, and always keep out your eye for more dragons. So I got a couple recommendations there. Nothing that's going to make this into a top world ranked deck or anything, but it kind of just gives you an idea of what you might want to add to it. So that said, let's run right into this. We've got a foil rare on top. There are 2 rares, 60 cards overall. There's, creatures in the front, your mana base, which is all basic land for M14. For other sets, you actually have, sometimes they'll throw a Guild Gate or something in there. And then your sorceries, instants, artifacts in the back, and enchantments and so on. So Chandra's Phoenix is a 3-drop, 2/2 with flying and haste, and whenever an opponent is dealt damage by a red instant or sorcery spell you control, or by a red planeswalker you control, return Chandra's Phoenix from your graveyard to your hand. So if you're playing Chandra and you've got 4 of these in your deck, you're off to a pretty good start. And when you think about it, 2/2 flyer for 3 is already paid for, by the 3 mana cost there, and the haste is just kind of an added bonus, and you've got this other ability on top of it. So this actually is not a bad rare. Dragon Hatchling is a 0/1 for 2 with flying, and it's pumpable. You'll see some other pumpable cards in here as well. It's usually a theme with red. Goblin Shortcutter is a 2/1 for 1 generic and 1 red. When Goblin Shortcutter enters the battlefield, target creature cannot block this turn. So 3 of those. I kind of like that card. It's low cost. It's only a 2/1. I don't know if I'd have 3 in the deck, maybe 2. I'm going to have trouble with this one. Rigathan Firecat. Rigathan. It's a 3-drop, 4/1. Vanilla. Nothing big there. For 3, 4, but you're playing red, so it's something that you might want to think about keeping in there. Your Trained Condor is a 2/1 for 3 with flying. And then whenever Trained Condor attacks another creature you control, gains flying until end of turn. So that's kind of cool. You're playing some dragons and stuff in here, but your goblins and your cats over there, probably not a bad thing to have in your deck to add flying to them. So leave the blue over there, keep the red here. Phantom Warrior, old card, but very versatile. It cannot be blocked. It's a 2/2 for 3. The reason I say it's versatile is because you can pretty much slide this guy in any kind of color combination decks that you're playing. So if you're playing red-blue or green-blue, or even blue-black, it can definitely slide in there because it's just something that can be used pretty much as a kind of staple for your creature base, because you're only paying 1 extra mana for that unblockable ability. Works very well if you can add other stuff to him to make him stronger with his power. I don't know if there's going to be anything in here, but I guess the Chandra's the ability on the Phoenix helps you out with something like that. Let's see. It returns it to your hand, but there's one, I guess, the short cutter. I thought there was something else I looked at recently. Maybe I'm blowing smoke here. That would add, plus X when something else came into play. Nephalia Sea Kite is a 2/3 flash flyer for 4. So you're paying a premium for that flash ability. But it's 2/3, so it's, it's not a 1/3. Here's your second rare here. Like I said, these come with 2 rares. Your Siobhan Dragon is a old staple, probably not worth a whole lot much these days. But back when we're playing 4th edition, this was a very popular card. It's a 6-drop 5/5 with flying and pumps. So I would have a 4 of in here just for nostalgia's sake. Flesh Pulper Giant is a 7-drop 4/4, and when it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target creature with toughness 2 or less. So a little expensive here. I don't know if I'd have 2 in this deck. I don't know if I'd have any. I guess you'd have 2 or none. But, if I could take those 2 out and put 2 Siobhan Dragons in there, I would. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue cards. So we're not going to see a lot of blue. Mana, probably only about 8 or so. I forgot to look at the sheet there. It actually tells you how many. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. So you're going to have 9 islands, actually, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 16 is 26 for the mana base. So yeah, that's actually a little bit more blue than I was thinking. I'd actually like to do the math on the curve here and see how it works out. Typically how you'd want to play it. But that doesn't seem right to me. I don't know. Disperse is a 2-drop instant and return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Instant speed, so I like it. Essence Scatter is counter target creature spell for 2. I guess a lot of these spells are going to be blue. There we go. Maybe I was blowing smoke about the having too much blue mana there. Negate is counter target non-creature spell. So you've got a counter target creature spell, counter target non-creature spell. Kind of makes moot the point about having counter spells out of the game now, because you can get 2 that basically do anything. Flame Magus is your red staff. Let's put that over there. Flames of the Firebrand is a 3-drop sorcery, and it deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures and players. There's an interesting combo with a card that allows you to double the amount of damage or something like that. That's kind of cool. I don't remember off the top of my head, but nonetheless, pretty good card. 2 of those. Chandra's Outrage is a 4-drop instant, and it deals 4 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. Shiv's Embrace is a 4-drop creature enchantment. It gets +2/+2 and it has flying, and then it's pummable as well. So probably a couple of these. Yep, 2 of those. Lava Arcs is 5 damage target player only, so it's a 5-drop. 3 of there. Opportunity is a 6-drop. Target player draws 4 cards. 2 of those, and your Volcanic Geyser in the back here, which is deals X damage for X generic and 2 reds to target creature or player. So overall, not a bad deck. I don't see anything that would really jump out at me like not wanting to put it in the deck. There might have been a couple creatures in there early. I think just the 3 of one of those red creatures I might want to take out in favor of something else. But overall, I think this is very playable. I think if you went out here and knew what you were doing, you could easily win a few games with this deck. So we'll jump right into our boosters now. We have Chandra here in one of them. We'll open her first. So Frost Breath is our first common out of here. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures do not untap during the controller's next untap step for 3. I might consider putting that in. Plummet is destroy target creature with flying. It's a green card, unplayable here. White Master of Diversion, again unplayable. Shock is playable. Ring Flesh, Rootwalla, Nightwing Shade, Charging Griffin, Disperse, definitely playable here. And I like that because you can, I get, you know, you guys have to remind me about the phases here because I'm not a huge guru on the rules, but I think you could use that to, you know, send a creature back to your opponent's hand after they've declared a blocker, which is cool. King and Minotaur is a 3/3 for 4. You know, we'll put it in the maybe pile, but it's you're paying 1 extra for nothing, unless you have somebody that takes advantage of Minotaurs in your deck. Voracious Worm is your first uncommon. Blightcaster, Windstorm, and our rare is Megantic Sliver, probably the best, or one of the best slivers out here. It's a 3/3 for 6, but it gives you +3/+3 for all your other sliver creatures. Cool card. Maybe the white one's a little better than this guy, but not useful here. We are a zombie token in our island. So nothing really of huge importance here from the Chandra booster pack. It'd be great if we actually got a Chandra. I haven't had much luck pulling anything worth much money out of these M14 packs at all, and I've probably opened 20 or so of them, so maybe when I get to that booster box we'll see something nice. Negate, absolutely playable here. Naturalize, not so much. Zephyr Charge is a 2-drop enchantment for 2, and target creature gains flying until end of turn. Sentinel Sliver, Dark Favor. Maybe after I'm done opening all my M14 stuff, I'll build out a Sliver deck, because there's so much kind of interspersed through all the packs you open. There never seems to be a lot with a lot of slivers. Actually, one of my fat packs had a lot of slivers in it. Show of Valor, Sliver Construct, Auramancer, another Disperse, so I think we've got 4 of now. Nightwing Shade, Spell Blast is our first uncommon. It's an X and 1 blue. Counter target spell with converted mana cost of X. So you have to match that that casting cost. Artificer's Hex. It's a 1-drop black card, enchant creature, enchantment, equipment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if enchanted equipment is attached to a creature, destroy that creature. So you can put this on an equipment. I guess it's more of a Mirrodin block type card. But yeah, hey, if you know they're playing a lot of equipment, it's definitely a sideboard card. Congregate is a 4-drop instant white card that target player gains 2 life for each creature on the battlefield. Good late game card. And this goes well with our black deck. It's the I forget the name of it now. Something Death Reaper maybe. So it's a 4-drop 4/3 with Death Touch, which means that any amount of damage this deals to a target creature is enough to destroy that creature. And then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, and you put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. I think I've got 3 of these now, actually, so this is actually not a bad card. And our Swamp, and probably the coolest token in the game today, Sliver 1/1. So that's kind of cool artwork on that. So that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. Please hit like if you don't mind down the bottom there. Comment if you have any questions or interested in anything specific about this type deck or anything else Magic the Gathering related. I'd be happy to converse with you down there. And subscribe so you can see some more videos as they come up. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care.